Hey guys, my name is Bridget and today I'm actually not going to be talking about books. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite TV shows, or like the TV shows I've been watching a lot recently and I'm really enjoying. So it's sort of going to go from least favorite to favorite, as in like the ones I've sort of started watching and I'm enjoying, to the ones that I'm like sort of obsessed with or I've been watching for a super long time. The first TV show that I would like to talk about is The Flash. And I saw the TV shows on the CW because CW is basically the only channel that I watch my TV on. And I was like, that looks really cool, but I didn't start watching it until it was too late. So then it was like 5 episodes in and I couldn't watch the first episode. So then they started replaying it and started playing it from the beginning a couple weeks ago. Then I started watching it because I was like, I've gotta get up on this and like watch The Flash because that looks really cool. And I'm really enjoying it so far. Barry is awesome and I'm just really enjoying it. I know The Flash is connected to Arrow, and my friend was like, oh my gosh, Arrow's so good, you've gotta watch it. So naturally I was like, you know what, I should probably watch Arrow. So I've been watching Arrow a lot recently. I'm almost finished season 2. Don't know how I'm gonna watch season 3. That's probably not gonna happen. Probably gonna have to wait until it gets on Netflix, but we'll see how that goes. I'm really enjoying Arrow, and my favorite character is Felicity. I just love Felicity. I want her and Barry to get together. I know that's probably not gonna happen because they're like on 2 different shows and everything, but they're super cute together. Oh my gosh, I love them together so much, guys. They're just so cute, and it's so cute, guys. Another show that I really enjoyed but haven't been watching because there haven't been any new episodes is Merlin. I love Merlin so much. That's such a great show, guys. I watched it, like binge watched it about a year or so ago, and it was awesome. And I really wish they could just continue on. I mean, they could totally continue on in the normal everyday world. Like, they could continue now, and that would just be hilarious to see everything going on nowadays, because that would be a lot of fun, guys. I think they should just continue Merlin. That would just be perfect. And I love Merlin so much. He's funny. I love him and Arthur. I love how they banter back and forth, and I love it. I wish that Arthur wasn't so oblivious and he wasn't so like prejudiced because his father and everything, and he should just be chill with Merlin. Merlin should tell him, and they can just be best friends, and he'll know about the magic and Merlin can get all the credit, but Merlin never gets any credit, and it annoys me so much because I was just like, yes, defeated another monster. It's like, no, Merlin helped you on that. They need to continue Merlin. I need more Merlin. Another show that I really love is Doctor Who. My favorite doctor is David Tennant because I started with David Tennant. I saw it on TV one day. I was sick that day and I needed something to do. It was like 10 o'clock, so I'm like scrolling through the TV. There's some Doctor Who. I've heard about Doctor Who. Let's click on it. I click on it and I start watching. I have no idea what's going on. It's a David Tennant episode, but I have no idea. Everything's happening. I have no idea. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? I have no idea. I'm lost. But I did continue watching, and I watched it like every day I was sick, and then I was like, I need to find more Doctor Who episodes, so I started recording them because they were playing repeats, and I just fell in love with the series, and now I love Doctor Who. Speaking of being lost, another show that I recently watched, binge watched on Netflix, was Lost. Guys. Lost. I love Lost. It was so good. If you haven't watched Lost, if you haven't watched any of these shows, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Just go watch them. Lost, guys. Oh my god. First of all, we're like season 1, and my dad, he's watching it with us, and then he's like, you know what? This is so stupid. It's a waste of time. He went and watched the end of Lost. That traitor. He watched the end without us and just didn't even watch the rest of the show. It didn't even matter. He just watched it then. Then we're getting towards the end, and we've got a couple episodes left. I'm watching with my mom still, and I'm gonna go read this one night, and she's like, well, I'm gonna watch another episode, and I was like, okay, well, you can go on, but don't watch the finale without me. Like, I wanna see, and so we can watch it together and experience it together. A week or so later, I still haven't finished Lost, you know. She's finished it without me. I find that out. The betrayal. I thought we were gonna watch it together, and then she goes and watches it without me. I couldn't believe it. I don't want to talk about Lost with her now, So I think I'm just gonna make a video about what I thought of the ending of Lost. I'm gonna make a video talking about what I thought actually happened, because you know that's the whole big thing about Lost. What actually was happening on the island? Like, I'm gonna make a video talking about what I think happened. So you guys can talk about it with me, what you think happened. But anyway, you get to know the characters so well throughout the whole story, and it's fantastic. And by the end, in the finale, I started crying, and I just never stopped. For like an hour, I cried watching that finale. It was so moving, and oh my god, it was great. My favorite characters were, well, such a well done character. Sawyer was definitely one of my faves, because, you know, I just love Sawyer. I love Juliet. She's so sweet, and I love how she tries to help people and everything. I love Hurley. She's just so funny. I love all the characters. I can't pick a favorite, guys. I love all of them. So, don't ask me to pick a favorite. I just love all of them. Another show that I love Sherlock. Love Sherlock, guys. Benedict Cumberbatch, Martin Freeman. Oh my god. They're like my faves. Sherlock. I liked watching Doctor Who, and you know, Sherlock is sort of well known with Doctor Who, and my parents and I were gonna go watch The Hobbit Part 2 or whatever. I think it was like around Christmas time, maybe 2 years ago. I'm like, you know, I've been hearing about this guy. I'm like, you know, the guy who plays the dragon, that's Benedict Cumberbatch. I've heard he plays in this show called Sherlock too, and I kept mentioning that, and then finally we watched Sherlock, and oh my god, guys, it was so good. It was so good. There's only 9 episodes right now, but it is so good. It's so worth watching. It's fantastic. And there's only 9 episodes. They're all like an hour and a half or so long. And they're all like movies, like mini movies. And they're all fantastically done. I don't know what you're doing if you haven't watched that. But if you haven't, go watch it. It's fantastic. I love it. Oh my god, it's so good. It's like a modern take on the Sherlock by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's like them, modern world. And I love it. I'm just waiting for that Christmas special, guys. Can't believe the next 3 episodes after the Christmas special won't be on until 2017, guys. I can't believe it. No. I love Sherlock, love John, love Lestrade, he's hilarious. I love everyone, and I love all their interactions together. It's fantastic. Moriarty, oh my god, it's fantastic, guys. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing. I'm just gonna say that for all of them. I don't know what you're doing if you haven't seen any of these, because they're just all fantastic. If you have Netflix, you can go binge watch them, because they're fantastic. Another series that I've been watching for 5 years. It's been on for 6 years. I got the first season on DVD, watched that, and then started watching at the beginning of season 2. We were all caught up. You know what show that is? Vampire Diaries. Oh my gosh, guys. I got the books first, because I was into the vampire because of Twilight, and I was like, I need more of that. So I went and I found those, and I started reading them, and I was like, this is so good. I was like, there's a TV show, so we've got to watch it. So we watched the first season. It's nothing like the books. I think the show is much better. Don't read the books. If you love the show, just watch the show. The show is so good. I stopped reading books, kept watching the show. The show is fantastic, guys. This is like my show. This is my show. It's like my baby. I've been watching it for so long. I have a friend and she started watching maybe just under a year ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I started watching it just before season 2. She was like, whoa, you just started watching it early, and I was like, yes. Vampire Diaries is like my #1 show. Well, I have another show that I'm going to talk about. That's probably my #1 right now. But Vampire Diaries is the one that I'm going to stick with until the end. It's so good. It's so good. How I feel about Elena leaving. Nina Dobrev, why'd you have to leave? It's so sad. You're the show. I was talking with my friend. She has started watching the show recently. And she's like, yeah, I don't really like Elena, so I'm glad she's leaving. I don't agree. She's the main character. We start with Elena. Elena is the main character for the show. I didn't really see how they could go on after that. But I'm still glad that they're going on, because I love Vampire Diaries so much. I could see how they could go on, but it's like you're missing your main character. The whole show, if you look at the posters for the first 6 seasons, they all have Elena in the middle, and then like Stephanie and Damon and all the other people are like around her. But Elena, she's in the middle. She is always on that poster, and now she's gone. That last episode, I didn't want to cry, and then we got sorted towards the end, and we started seeing all these other stuff, and the tears just started coming, and I was crying, and my mom was sitting there. She's been watching the show with me since forever too. She was like, you're crying? And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so sad. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh my god, guys. That show, I think it's just because I've been watching it for so long that I just have to keep on with it. I love it. Even though some of the episodes are sort of boring, they're so good, guys. It's so good. You just gotta watch it and you'll understand. And oh my god, guys, I just love that show so much. I really feel connected to the characters. You get to know everyone so well. Love it. Favorite character in Vampire Diaries? I don't know. I like Elena. She's gone now, so I can't really choose her. I like Damon, Stefan, Bonnie, just everyone. Matt. Matt is like the one person who hasn't changed throughout the show. He's still human. Everyone else has something going on with him, but he's human. He's a reliable one that you can count on. Matt. Alaric, he's fantastic. I have a card game that I got 5 years ago for Vampire Diaries, and we've been playing that a lot. We've gotten our money's worth out of that. That was really cheap too. We've been playing that for a while, and it's great. It's a great card game, guys. Just go check it out. The last TV show that I have to talk with you guys about today is Supernatural. Oh my god, guys. Supernatural. So, Supernatural has been going on for 10 years. I found it last summer. I had heard about it, you know, Doctor Who, Sherlock, Supernatural, they're all like a big family. And everyone who watches all those shows, they all watch all three. So, I was like, I've watched Doctor Who and Sherlock. Everyone who likes those shows, they like Supernatural. Going into it, I don't like scary stuff, guys. I don't like horror movies. I can't stand those. I'm scared really easily. I'm like, I've gotta get this. So, this is when we finally buy Netflix last year. Finally got Netflix. Netflix is beautiful, guys. If you haven't gotten Netflix, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Anyway, we got Netflix last summer during August. There was like 180 episodes, 172, something like that, on Netflix at that point. You know how many episodes I watched in 1 month? All of those. I binge watched the whole show, the first season. I'm watching it and I am terrified. I'm just like, oh my god. And I'm like sitting low in my seat. Like, I don't want anything to jump out behind me. And I'm scared. Like, oh my god. And then you make it past the point of the show. And then you're like, whatever, and you're not scared at all. You sort of laugh at everything that happens. And you sort of cry, too, you know how it is, being a Supernatural fan. You get past the point in the show, and then it's nothing scary anymore. It doesn't faze me. Someone dies, okay, you know they're dead. There's another monster, it's okay. Winchesters will kill it. They've got it. I have probably watched the first episode like a bajillion times, just for the sake of rewatching it, and then I've showed so many people the show, like, you don't even know. I've told everyone I know, basically, to watch Supernatural. One of my friends, she saw the first episode. She was terrified. She's gotten up to Wendigo, like, the second episode. She was terrified of Wendigo. She's terrified of that one. She can't even go on. She's only watched 2 episodes. I'm like, you've got to watch more. It's beautiful. Have you seen them? You get to see how they grow within the 10 years. And she's terrified, so she can't go on. I was terrified too, but now I'm not. I'm fine. I can watch that episode without flinching. Like, I can laugh. I can repeat basically all the lines in the first episode, just word for word, basically, if I watch it. Like, I was watching with my other friend, who, she's actually started really enjoying the show. She watched like a season in a week, and I was like, I'm proud of you. You're finally starting to enjoy this show. And she's gotten to season 4, and you know what happens in season 4? Cass, my babe. He's Misha Collins. And she saw the first episode. She saw his name. She was like, oh my god, Misha Collins. I know him. Bridget talks about him. And so she was like, I'm finally going to get to see him. I was like, my babe. You keep watching, man. And I think she has. So I've gotten her really into Supernatural. And I'm proud of that. And oh my god, I was watching the first couple episodes with her, and I was probably mouthing all the words, and she would look over at me. I'm like mouthing the words. She's like, Bridget, what are you doing? I'm like, saving people, hunting things, family business. I love it, guys. It's so good. So good. I love so many of the episodes. Like, I can't even name my favorite episodes. I like Mystery Spot, obviously. That one's really fun. Changing channels, that's fun. Anything with the Trickster, I'm there. He's funny. Oh my god, I can't think of it again. I was trying to think of this one all last week, and I couldn't think of it. A go-to episode. Well, I love the 200th. Oh my god, guys, the 200th. So I've watched the first 8 seasons, as you can on Netflix, but the 9th season hasn't been on Netflix yet. And it's like October, and the show's gonna come back on October. And the show goes on Netflix the same day as the first episode of the 10th season goes on air. So what I'm gonna do, I have this all planned out, guys. I record the first episode of season 10, and then I'm going to watch all of season 9 within a week. With school and homework, everything like that to do, I'm going to watch all 23 episodes in that week. So I wake up every morning and watch 2 episodes. And then later on, I finish my homework as soon as possible and watch a couple more episodes. I finished it on like that weekend, like Saturday or Sunday. The show came out on Tuesday on Netflix. I watched 23 episodes within like 6 days. And then I watched the 10th season's first episode. And I actually watched a couple of them twice because I needed to show my parents, like, this is major, you've got to see this so that you know what's happening. Like the season finale of season 9, like, oh my god, guys, yes. And I watched season 10, the first episode, and I was all caught up, and I was like, I can't, no, now I've got to wait a week for another episode. I didn't have to wait a week then, but, you know, then after that, I've got to wait a week. I had to wait weeks, just like everyone else. I'm probably gonna go watch it again on Netflix, probably binge watch it sometime while we're in hiatus. Oh my god, guys, that show. Jensen, Jared, Sam, Dean, Cass, Nisha. They're so awesome. Bobby, Charlie. I love everyone. It's just, oh, so good. Crowley. And then, like a month or 2 ago, the Supernatural parody came out from the Hillywood show on YouTube. I just saw Misha tweeted something, and I was like, oh, and I was like, I wasn't gonna click on it, but I was like, I saw it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this, like, it's parody, you know. I clicked on it. I've shown that video to basically everyone I know. Everyone I know, they've seen that video. No matter if they watch Supernatural or not. I show it to them, and I'm like, and they're like, some of them, they watch Supernatural, and they get why I'm like, oh my god, guys, this is the best. It's so good, guys. It's so good. You gotta go watch it. I'll link it if you want to go check it out. It's fantastic. I'll link it in the description too. It's the best parody I've ever seen. I've watched it like a bajillion times now, and I don't know what you're doing with your life if you haven't seen it. It's amazing. Go watch it. Even if you haven't seen Supernatural, it's like my fave. Guys, Osric, Kevin, he's also my fave. I love everyone on that show, guys. Okay. Supernatural's obviously my fave right now, at least, because, you know, who doesn't love Supernatural? They've been going on 10 years. They're going to be on their 11th season. First episode of the 11th season will make it the longest running TV drama something on television. Beat that! What? They're so cool! I love it so much, guys. I've been ranting about this for like a while. I should probably stop. I love all these shows so much. If you haven't seen them yet, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Go watch it on Netflix. Go binge watch that stuff. That is fantastic. And if you have watched it, talk to me about it down in the comments, because you can obviously see that I love these shows so much. And no spoilers for Flash or Arrow, please. But I love all these shows so much, guys. Just talk to me down in the comments about it, because they're fantastic, and I need someone to talk to about it. And I'll see you guys in my next video, which will probably be up very soon. Goodbye!